Hello, everybody. I'm back again, Joseph Tedisco, and I'm bringing you a new edition of the Acting Like a Business seminar. That's right, acting like a business. You have to act like a business and treat your career as a business because you are the product. So, what I want to do is just give a thought on something that I still see today. And what I mean is, this is a type of actor that has been around since I started my pursuit of an acting career, the mid '80s, and it doesn't matter what generation it is, age factor. I've seen it in theaters. I've seen it on low budget films and student films and major TV network sets. And it's what I call the Woe Is Me actor. Yeah, woe is me. Yeah, you probably have seen them. The actor that complains that it's not his fault. My agent is blah blah blah. They get angry at me when I call. Well, how many times do you call? Well, oh, 3 times a week. Well, yeah. When you call an agent, it's like telling him you don't know your job. Me, the actor, knows it better. They complain about auditions and the casting director don't like them and they gave them different sides and they weren't looking at me and somebody was eating and while I was in the middle of it something fell and distracted me and yeah, went wah wah wah. This little piggy went wah 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 all the way home. Yeah, you've seen them. You've worked with them. You've sat next to them, and all they do is complain about how everything just works against them. Everything happens to them. And what I say is, wherever you go, there you are. What does that mean? Wherever you go, there you are. Of course I'm there. Where else would I be? Well, it's basically saying that in all these problematic situations, you are the common denominator. It's the truth. And why does this happen? Um, I think it's a fear. I think actors are fearful of failure, of rejection. So they have to make a statement that doesn't make it their problem. It doesn't put the failure on them. So everything is external. They did this. The union doesn't do this. The casting director doesn't do this. They didn't do this for me. Like you have a sense of entitlement. There's no entitlement in acting. There's none. You have to get on your path and you have to go. And believe me, things have happened to me, but I didn't. I tried to make the best of it. I really do. They give you sides and they say, "Oh, read this," and you got like 2 minutes to look it over. You do it. You do the best you can, and you do it. You don't make it be a problem. I recently went into an audition where my agent sent me the information, and I read on the bottom it said "must speak Spanish," or actually it said "bad Spanish." Uh, I don't speak Spanish. Never did. I'm not Spanish. I know very little Spanish. And I called my agent up, or my manager, I should say, and I said, I don't speak Spanish. And he said, well, they want someone that speaks bad Spanish. So I said, oh, okay. So I went and did some research. I converted the lines into Spanish, used a few words, and it was just terrible. The casting director, who I've been in the office before, actually booked for them, just absolutely broke down laughing, hysterically laughing. And I said, well, they said bad Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. And she said, yeah, I can see that. But she said to me, I'm thankful that you actually came in and were willing to try it. And I actually got called in for something else recently on the same project, same casting people, much bigger project, bigger role. So you got to stop with this. The casting director wasn't looking at me. Well, maybe they were taking notes, okay? Maybe they were looking at your resume. Maybe they were looking at something. You're on tape. They're going to look at the tape. All these things that we do, oh, this person did this, and they told me this, and they told me that. When you're working on lower budgeted projects, non-union projects, if you go into open calls, you are going to get bombarded with the irresponsibility and the lack of knowing what to do from casting. Okay, the inexperience. They're out there just like you. They're trying to make a name for themselves. So they will sometimes do crazy things. You know, I used to hate when actors used to come up and go to them, oh, can I get in? I got to go to work. I got to get this. I got to go here. I got to go there. And I used to say, whoa, 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 whoa. I got to be somewhere too. You're not the only person that needs to be somewhere. I'm waiting here. Sometimes you were waiting 45 minutes, an hour, and someone wanted to get right in. I used to get nuts. I used to say, you know what? I'm out of here. Red flag. Always understand that. But what happens is when you have the woe is me syndrome, you actually anticipate something going wrong. Subliminally, I said that, subliminally, I like that. It stays in your head and you carry it around. I spoke about the suitcases that we carry around as actors. Well, this is something that's weighing us down in the suitcase. And you carry it around and you expect the problem. You expect not to be treated as you think you should be entitled to correctly. You expect all these things. So your focus is not on your work, but it's on the disappointment. Okay? And you really need to stop that. You just absolutely need to stop it, because when you walk in and you start doing your work, believe me, on the major casting people, you start going up that ladder and you're going into these casting offices, they will see that in you. Now, they're not going to see the woe is me, but they're going to say, he's not focused. There's something else on his mind. He's not giving us 100% of what he can do. And it shows. It shows. And they see that, and you're not focused. Instead of worrying what's going to happen, what part of the sky is going to fall, and who's going to do what to you to sabotage you, focus on the job at hand, the presentation of your talent, the preparation of the work. Maybe you should prepare. You know what? Maybe these things happen to you, and you're not as accepted and booked and having callbacks. Maybe, just maybe, to say this, maybe you're not prepared, talent-wise. Maybe you're not prepared. Preparation of the scene. Did you really work it? Did you get off book? Did you get 99% familiar with it? Maybe that's where your focus should be, and not on who's doing what to me. That's why I don't get the job, because they don't like me, because they ignored me. The intern at the door was telling me to sit down and wouldn't let me do that. Little piggy, all the way home. So you need to change that approach. You're gonna screw up, okay? Please, not everybody's perfect, okay? I enjoy when I stumble on a word, because I can get out of it, and that's part of the excitement of the scene. I enjoy when they give me something that I haven't prepared, because it's spontaneous. I'll do it. What do I care? Okay, if I'm not going to get the job, I'm not going to get the job. So what? You know, how many jobs do we get? So you don't get the job, it's not the end of the world. And just because you screw up doesn't mean a casting director is going to put you on a blacklist, never call them in again, unless, of course, you go in there naked and you're standing on your head and throwing garbage around. I mean, be realistic, please. If you do this to yourself, you're doing yourself a major disservice, okay? Nobody wants to see that. And me as an actor, I don't want to hear an actor sitting next to me giving me the wah, wah, wah. The woe is me. I don't want to hear that. Please, stop. Oh, I was in there last week, and you know what they did to me? Who cares? I don't care. Stop. So please, actors, get a grip on it, okay? Pull it back. The best thing you can do to eliminate all that stuff and worry and fear and complaining about what who's doing to you is preparation. Go take some classes. Prepare the work. Know the lines. Have someone help you. Read them out loud. There's nothing better than to say the words out loud. Don't just depend on your mind going through the words, as if, you're going to discover something. Work them. Say them. It's terrible to have words come out of your mouth for the first time, and it's in front of the camera, in front of the casting director. So put the effort in. Put the work in. And stop the crying. Stop the crying. There's no crying in acting. unless it's in the script. All right, people, listen. I hope I didn't offend anyone, and if I did, oh well. What can I say? That's a wrap. Again, acting like a business on Facebook. Go there, like it, share it, spread it around. I'm getting some nice positive comments on the information that I'm giving out, and I just hope that it does help a lot of people. And sometimes I go off on these crazy tangents about the business. So I've been around. I've been at all different phases of this business, and I'm not where I want to be. No one is. If you saw my credits, you would jump at them, and if I saw somebody else's credits who's just a little step ahead of me, I would want to kill for their credits. Believe me, it's the nature of the business, and rejection is there, frustration is there. Just get through it and prepare yourself. Do what you can do. Do what you can do and what you have to do. Stop the complaining, stop the crying, and get on set. All right? That's a wrap. Acting like a business. Yeah. All right, everybody. I'll see you next time. Thank you.